How long will you play Captain Marvel for?
I don't know. I don't know. Does anyone want me to do it again?
Don't be so modest.
I don't know. I really don't know. I don't have the answer to that.
For God's sake. The Marvels is an absolute train wreck embarrassment of a movie that fails spectacularly in almost every respect.
It is pronounced egregious.
This movie is stuffed to the brim with dumb contrivances, blank canvases instead of characters, visual effects that look like they were made in an afternoon, which wouldn't be at all surprising if actually true, and a cast of actors who vary from okay to having about as much charisma as a polo mint. The movie begins with our antagonist Dar-Ben Dar-Ben on some random moon planet digging up one half of the quantum bangles. Now you may be asking, if one of these bangles is buried on this random planet, then how on earth did Kamala Khan manage to acquire one of them? Well, to that I say, the key thing with this movie is you're not supposed to think about anything that's going on.
Don't ask questions, just consume product and then get excited for next product.
So after Captain Marvel destroyed the Supreme Intelligence, which happened off screen by the way, a civil war started amongst the Kree, resulting in their home planet, Hala, losing its air, water and sunlight. A civil war somehow turned the sun off? Yep, got it, makes sense. Good bloody writing, guys. Also, I'm not sure the writers know this, but humans need the sun to live. All these people on Hala should be dead. Dar-Ben's plan is to get these bangles to help save the people of Hala. We'll get to her methods in a bit. We then arrive at the Sabre space station. Nick Fury is in contact with both Carol Danvers and Monica Rambeau, trying to work out what is going on with an anomalous jump point. Remember Monica Rambeau from WandaVision? Wait, you don't remember her from WandaVision?
They'll never know what you sacrificed for them.
Oh, wait, you serious? Let me laugh even harder.
Carol and Monica then touch two different jump points simultaneously, causing the pair of them, as well as Kamala, to switch places. What are the odds they were touching it at exactly the same time? Why would you touch it in the first place? Oh wait, there's actually an answer for that one.
Because it was glowing and mysterious.
It was glowing and mysterious, Jesus Christ. As a result of this, our three Marvels are now quantumly entangled, meaning whenever they use their powers at the same time, they switch places with one another. Except for when they use their powers at the same time and they don't switch places with one another. It's about as consistent as Swiss cheese. Also, they don't really go through the efforts of explaining how or why any of this happens, it just sort of does. Could be said for a lot of this movie, quite frankly. Dar-Ben proceeds to enact her genius villainous plan to save the people of Hala. First, she travels to the planet Tarnax and begins to steal the atmosphere. No, I'm not joking, she creates one of the jump point portal things and begins to drain the air from the planet. Why not just move to another planet, you clown person?
Bloody blast! This is up my ass!
She then does the same thing on this water planet, which is for some reason populated by people who all communicate via singing. I say for some reason because it just so happens that the one person our main heroes need to talk to is bilingual, meaning that they don't have to sing at each other. Either commit to the idea or don't bother. Stop wasting our time. Also, putting water onto a planet with no sunlight isn't going to be of much use, is it? That water would just freeze. Please tell me the writers know how the sun works. Dar-Ben then makes a final pit stop at the Earth's sun. The Marvels attempt to stop her, but after she steals the other quantum bangle off of Kamala, she tears a hole in space between two different universes. Oh yeah, she also explodes as a result of wearing both of the quantum bands. Rip Dar-Ben, I guess. He'll always be my favourite plank of wood. Monica then tells Carol and Kamala to transfer energy into her so she can fix the space hole. Somehow she knows that's exactly how it works. It's actually a bit of a running trend in this movie, she just knows how everything works. This is actually a hole in the space-time continuum between universes. I know this because I read the script. So she goes to the space hole and begins to repair it from the other side in the alternate universe for some reason. Why didn't you just fix it from your own side? Jesus Lord Almighty. Look, I get it, I'm a man, and it's only men who hate on the Marvels, but come on, how can anyone watch this and conclude it's anything other than a steaming pile of horseshit? Carol proceeds to then fly through the dead sun, which somehow turns it back on. I don't even know anymore, she's literally just a god at this point. She has the power to jumpstart a sun, but she can't defeat Dar-Ben. Sure, whatever. Realistically, she could just poke her and she'd explode or something. And that's the end of the movie. Oh wait, no, there's a post-credit scene where Monica's greeted by an alternate universe version of her mother. Also Beast from X-Men's there. I don't care anymore. What a colossal failure this movie is on pretty much every level. The plot is a complete and utter mess, littered with inconsistencies and contrived bullshit throughout. The quantum tangled stuff is about as consistent as an undercooked omelette. Only when it's convenient to the plot do the characters actually switch when they use their powers at the same time. The power levels are also completely scuffed. Characters get nerfed, then buffed, then nerfed again constantly throughout. Captain Marvel can travel at the speed of light, but for some reason is too slow to reach Monica when she's trying to fix the space hole. Okay. The character work in this movie is practically non-existent, and when it is there, it only serves to damage the characters rather than build upon them. Take Captain Marvel for instance, right at the beginning of the movie during the fight when they all start switching places for the first time. She comes up with the brilliant idea of flying.
You are it, Dad.
Not only was that an incredibly stupid thing to do, but when Carol arrives back in the house after switching, her immediate thought isn't, oh shit, whoever I just switched places with is now falling through the sky. No, she instead throws a mini temper tantrum because she's back in the house. Nick Fury is just a clown, relegated to an unnecessary B-plot involving a bunch of man-eating cats. He also decides it's a good idea to bring Kamala's family aboard the Saber Station. Why would you do that? Isn't that putting them at greater risk? Dar Ben is an absolute piss-take of an antagonist. Her villainous scheme completely falls apart the second you think about it. At the beginning of the movie, she started out trying to get both of the quantum bangles, but we later learned that if she was successful, she'd have just exploded, meaning there'd have been no movie. If I had to come up with a positive thing to say about this film, it would be that the actress playing Miss Marvel, Amon Villani, seemed like she was the only person that actually gave a shit. Her character can undoubtedly be rather annoying at times, and I still have no idea why she's so obsessed with Captain Marvel. But clearly the actress is excited to be in the MCU and she loves playing this character, and it comes across on screen. Aside from that though, everything else is an absolute catastrophe. To say that the MCU is in shambles is a pretty big understatement. I wholeheartedly believe that this franchise is broken beyond repair. The only thing I can see making any difference would be clearing house, getting rid of Kevin Feige and all those below him, and rebooting. Because currently they've got a universe filled with characters that no one gives two shits about, set to star in 2 Avengers movies that I'm not sure will even see the light of day. But apart from that, the MCU's doing just fine.